is sketching a polynomial graph. So how do we sketch any graph? Remember, we got to find our x-intercepts, our y-intercepts, and then we got to determine the direction of our graph. That one is going to be a little different. So first off, finding your x-intercepts. That is when y equals 0. Finding your y-intercept, x equals 0. Okay? These are important. Okay? When y equals 0 is for your x-intercept, when x equals 0 is for your y-intercept. Okay? We'll worry about step 3 when we get to it. So, let's try the first example. Just ignore that one for now. So, find our x-intercepts. Y equals 0. This has pretty much been done for us, right? We have x minus 2 squared, x minus 4. So we have x equals 0, x equals -1, x equals 2, right? Because it's just splitting it up. You have x minus 2, x minus 2, and you get x equals 2 both times. Then x equals 4, okay? So we have all our x-intercepts right here. Y-intercept, 0, plugging in 0 for x, right? Plus 1, 0 minus 2, 0 minus 4. This one's squared. Now, we don't care about what this is, right? Because anything multiplied by 0 gives you 0 right back, right? Okay. So let's graph this equation. Let's graph what we have so far. So we have 0 for our x. Oh, and our y, sorry, y equals 0. That's my bad. Y equals 0, right? So our x and y, we have 0, right? Our y-intercept is 0, and then we have an x-intercept that's 0. And then another x-intercept that's -1, x equals 2, then x also equals 4, right? Now, remember how I told you that our third step is to determine the direction of your graph? What you're going to do is look at your graph. We want to find what sign are we going to have when we plug in a number to the left of -1. And then we want to find out what kind of sign we're going to have when we pick a number that's right of -1. That's in between -1 and 0. And then we pick a number that's in between 0 and 2. Then we pick a number that's between 2 and 4. Okay? So we'll have when x equals, let's say, -2. You plug in -2. You have a negative, and then you have a negative. A negative times a negative is going to give you a positive. And then you have a positive, right? Because even if you had a negative in number in the x minus 2, so we have a negative, negative, then we have a positive, right? Because any number squared is going to be positive. And then we have a negative here. We have a positive, so we have negative, negative, positive, negative. 2 negatives turns into a positive. So we have 1 negative. Any positive number times a negative is negative. So this is going to go downward. Okay? Now, we got to pick a number that's in between -1 and 0. So let's pick, I don't know, -1/2. So you plug that back into your x-intercepts, your equation. So when you do that, you get negative 1 second. Let me rewrite this entire thing. Okay, so we're doing negative 1/2, right? So we have a negative, we have a positive, we have a positive, and we have a negative, right? So we have negative, positive, positive, negative. 2 negatives turns into a positive. This is going to be positive. So this is going to go upwards, right? Okay. So now we have that. Now we got to pick a number in between these 2 points, right? So I don't know, pick a 1. 1's easy, right? So you plug in 1 into your equation, which is up here. So you plug in 1 for your equation. So you get positive, positive, positive. This is going to be negative. So we have another negative number, right? So if you have, it doesn't matter, you have 3 positives, right? And then a negative. You have 1 negative, it's going to be overall negative. So this, in between 1 and 2, or 0 and 2, goes downward, right? Okay, last number. So between 2 and 4, let's pick, I don't know, 3. So you get positive, 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 negative. It's going to be positive, 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 overall negative. So again, now our final number. So, and we need to pick a number from 4 to infinity, whatever number you want that's higher than 4. So I don't know, 5. Let's choose 5. Okay, so we plug in a 5 for here. Let's erase this. Like that. You plug in a 5. So you get positive, 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 positive. So when you plug in 5, you're going to get positive, 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 overall positive. So this is going to go in that direction. Okay? All right. Let's do another example. Let's do this one. Okay? So x to the 4th minus 13x squared plus 36. Okay, again, x-intercept. Plug in 0 for your y. So we're just going to factor. X squared minus 4 and x squared minus 9, right? Now these can factor again. I'm just going to do it in my head. You get x equals plus or minus 2, x equals plus or minus 3, right? Because it's x squared minus 9 and x squared minus 4. So those are our x-intercepts. Y-intercept, plug in 0 for your x. So y equals 0 to the 4th minus 13 times 0 squared plus 36. All right? So obviously those go away. 36 is your y-intercept. Okay, so let's graph this. So 36, I'm just going to plot it all the way up here. You have negative 2, negative 3, positive 2, positive 3. Now, remember, what direction is your graph going? Just going to erase this so I have more room. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So, pick a number that's less than negative 3. So, I don't know, negative 4. So, when you plug in negative 4, you get positive, negative, positive. So you get, I think, 16 times 16, which is a positive, whatever that is. It's a big number. Let me actually do that. So 1 second. Why don't you guys figure that? Okay, so your overall, for your -4, you should have gotten the positive, right? Because this is going to be a ginormous number, and then that's going to be smaller, and you add 36. So it's positive, right? So it goes, that part goes upwards. Now pick a number between -3 and -2. So I'm going to choose, I don't know, -2.5, I guess. So what do you get? So try that. You guys should have gotten a negative. And then you do, I'm just going to plug in 0, -2, two numbers between negative, or a number between -2 and 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, positive. Number between 2 and 3, going to be 2.5 again, and that's going to be negative again, right? So when you're plotting this, you know -2.5, going to go downwards, positive, upwards, negative again, downwards. All right? Okay. So hopefully you'll have done your homework and be ready for class. See you tomorrow.